Let me see if I can catch. Throw it.
No, don't.
I can catch. I can't throw.
Yeah, but I'm right here. I don't want to get hurt.
Did you play sports, Aries?
Man, define play.
Like in high school?
Define high school.
The first 2 years?
Was chasing your sport?
Nah. It was my wish.
Spears and Steinberg. You know what the it is? Aries and Andy. Chew and the jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut, cold. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this before you was on your mama.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism. Much love to my loyal bag holders.
Rollers, loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
Holy Minnesota. We're here in St. Paul, right?
St. Paul.
That's different from Minnesota.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
we're in Minnesota.
Oh. But isn't St. Paul? Oh, I see what you're saying. So why am I thinking like, because she said downtown
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. So wait a minute. Help me out. Minneapolis. Is Minneapolis, Minnesota is different from St. Paul, Minnesota, right?
It's the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I was here a gazillion. Last time I was here was the Cretaceous period. I haven't been here since, but I did it wasn't even a club, and as I said before, but I did like a little one night venue, and it was cool. It was the dead of winter, so it was cold in the month. But outside of that, this is my second time here in Minnesota because I said before, I think the club is called Acme Comedy Club.
Yeah, Acme's one of the best comedy
clubs. And
clubs.
they just refused. I don't know why the lady refused. I never met her, never been there. I guess it was that thing where she heard X, Y, and Z about me. And the legend of, the legend of Bigfoot grew, and she never wanted to fuck with me and bring me out here. So for a long time, as I was telling the promoter, she was like, this is a hell of a market, and it's unfortunate that you've never been here because it's a big comedy market, and you have a lot of fans. And she said, well, we're going to change that now. So I'm back here for the second time after a long time, and it was a blast.
Dude, great comedy people. Like, they came to laugh, and they enjoyed it. They really, they were into the show.
Very mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a gumbo mix. There was a lot of different flavors in it.
Oh, yeah. If black people were part of the mix, they would be the O'Dooley sausage. So it was more sausage in the pot.
Do you mind if I correct you? It's andouille.
I know I didn't say it right.
Okay, but I'm just, I just feel bad.
Yeah.
Because I fuck up words all the time.
Yeah, so it's andouille, even though it looks like andouille.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, man, I had a blast, man. I can't wait to come back here.
No, I even said to her, I go, if you need a feature in about, I'd come out because they're one nighters. So hopefully, like a weekday, if there was a Wednesday, I can.
And the flight from Jersey to here ain't long, right?
2 hours 15 minutes, I guess.
Mine was 3.5.
Yeah, it's even that's what the flight time is. But when you're in Newark and you're at the airport waiting, it was delayed again, man.
Damn.
But I did have some tacos in the Newark airport, and they were brisket tacos. They were good, man. Yeah. I was really shocked at how good they were.
So listen, folks, the biggest thing on the plate today, of course, last week was Jurassic Park Rebirth. This week is going to be Superman, which is what we're going to be, the meat and potatoes. And then next week, of course, is the Fantastic, however that goes, Fantastic Four, while we're in Portland, Oregon. I don't really have much of like appetizer talk. I do have one thing that I want to read to you, something rather interesting.
Somebody sent it to you?
Oh, yeah, and it's the Who that sent it to me. So before we get to that, the other day, my broad was in the kitchen cooking. And when she cooks, she likes to hear comedy because she's focused on cooking, so she can't really watch anything. So we watched Andrew Schulz comedy special. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I don't know that I saw the whole thing, but I saw it.
That's a funny dude.
He's
man.
very funny.
He did this joke where he talked about OBGYN. You remember that?
Yeah.
And he was like, I didn't know what that was. So I thought it was more, alphabet letters. So long story short, he was like, I man, some gay guy performing a whatever it is when your girl's pregnant and they got to investigate and look at things. And he goes, some gay guy doing it, and he's like, ugh. Ew, it's so squishy. Ew. This is disgusting. I want something hot, like a butt full of
The way he says it, too.
the way he says it, a butt full of and my girl probably lost it for 10 straight minutes. So yeah.
Schulz is funny, man.
Schulz is a wild boy. But let me get on to this next thing. So I made another round of VladTV interviews, and in my interview I was talking about Will Smith. And I don't know if you've been like watching this, but he's been doing a lot of rap songs from, I guess, whatever his latest album is.
He has an album?
Exactly. So let's start.
I'm not even
Girls.
I like pretty girls.
I'm not even
I'm with
shitting on
you
it.
and your bestie on your jet skis. I could change your life if you let me. So I don't know if you really know what's going on.
No,
there's been
flat titties.
there's been a series of him rapping, right? And all the feedback is how cringe it is. Because, for instance, like the song Mark just said, "God like pretty girls." He's in Philly, hometown, at like would almost look like a block party, and he's spitting on the mic this song. No one is moving. No one is feeling it. And again, he's Will Smith in his hometown. No one was vibing.
You mean they weren't getting jiggy with it?
They were not getting jiggy. And then there was another one, and this is the real cringe one. And this is the one I made fun of. And since I made fun of it, I think it's gone viral. Because he got the one where he goes, people say how I do it. I just bite off more than I can chew. And then I chew it. And then on later on, he goes, I take the pin out the grenade and throw it. Because sometimes I'm not just an action. And he literally does this. I'm not just an action star. Sometimes I'm an act bizarre. I mean, and people were reacting to it like, who let this in the studio? Like, he's catching hell. So anyway, I made fun of that. Vlad aired it with the actual video, and then me responding to it. And then, Will Smith's son, Jaden. This is a weirdo, man. This is a straight weirdo. And there was a clip, or something else that I posted, where this was wearing like Michael Jackson penny loafers with sweat socks up to his knees. His shorts were sagging so strongly, his whole ass was out. And then he's just got the dreads with this hat with all these white balls. It just looks weird. So I commented on that. So then Charlie Mack, who's Will Smith's bodyguard, I've been knowing Charlie for a minute. I open my DMs, and Charlie goes, Aries, you really on some sucker-ass clown. You seem to have an infatuation with Will and his family, which is very disappointing. And then he got a $10 lot of money here. I of you more than what you've just done. Real clown. So then I say to him a few things, Charlie. Number one and foremost, I'm a comedian. Man, I make jokes. That's what I do. The same way Chris Rock made a joke. That's what he does. And prior to whatever it was that caused Will to go from laughing at the joke to literally smacking a man on stage in front of millions of people, then to turn around and issue an apology, only to turn around and take it back by making a diss track talking about, if you disrespect me on the stage, you're going to see me on the stage. If you're going to say anything to anyone, start with Will. Secondly, I came to you so many times in the past and asked if you could put me in touch with Will so I could potentially bring something to the table that he might find interesting enough to try to help me. Now, I understand he doesn't owe me anything, or anyone else for that matter. He's a big superstar, and that's fine. But the same way he don't owe me anything, I don't owe anyone anything. And on social media, last time I checked, it was an open forum, which means anyone is open to criticism. And Lord knows I've taken my fair share. He's a big boy with gazillions of dollars and superstar fame. I'm sure he'd be all right. So then I sent him this clip where it's like the cost of an unchecked ego. And it's him, again, smacking the shit out of Chris. And then he says to me, the audacity of you clown ass To speak on my people, especially Will and his family, is insane considering your own dark history. You got the nerve to talk about someone appealing to young people when you, of all people, should never mention children again. Your name has been tied to predatory behavior, and people haven't forgotten. You're the last person, you clown. You should never be speaking on anyone's family, especially not a child like Jaden, who is living his truth, thriving, and not thinking twice about someone as irrelevant as you. You're a bitter, underachieving, talentless clown ass who throws shot at people more successful and free than you'll ever be. That's why you're stuck, because your life is fueled by hate and jealousy. Will's family has never disrespected you out of pocket, and you're out of line. So keep their names and any talk of children out your mouth.
He said that?
This will
Keeping
be
your name out the mouth?
Yeah, this is my last text. You're in a sad, pathetic state.
He didn't say mouth. He said mouth. You know what?
And incidentally, that's another thing. Will apologized to Chris.
Yeah.
So then he makes a diss track and goes something about something on the stage. And if you disrespect me on the stage, you're going to see me on the stage. And a lot of people went, wow, he rhymed stage 3 times. But the bigger thing is, like I'm telling you, and I thought to myself this, and then I want to get your opinion. I'm going, why would Will Smith, one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, famous the world over, a gazillionaire, give a fuck about what a comedian says? Is he really that sensitive?
Well, his bodyguard's that sensitive.
That's what I said in the other retort. Yeah. He said, you all up in your feelings. And I said, apparently you're up in yours.
Yeah. But he said something in there that I thought was funny. He said, you have no talent. And then he said, you're underachieving. Well, if you have no talent and you're touring, you're overachieving.
Right.
His order was off.
Right,
he wasn't thinking about how he said it.
Right. And listen, I told him in the retort, which I didn't read, I said, look, I understand. Hey, listen, he's been Will's bodyguard since Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And like I said, I know Charlie. He flew me out. I did an event in Philly. I know Will. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I understand that's your man, that's your people. I got you. But Will is a big boy.
Okay.
And I'm a little old comedian. Why would Will give a
I'll tell you why.
But you do the same thing too, a little bit.
What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes you'll go back and forth with people on social media.
They're not comedians. They're not comedians.
Yeah, they're not comedians.
Well, I know, but like you're putting him in this box, but he's human just like everybody else. Like not even like you. He probably if Will looks at like comments of just like regular folk.
Well,
you know
before
what I mean?
answer that, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was just going to say, I get it, though, in this respect. If he's reaching out and saying this to you and coming at you as hard as he's coming at you, and it's not like hard, but it's like you could tell he's hurt. I think there's issues there. You know, I think that it's sensitive. How's that? It's sensitive. You know, like if you get hit, and then a few days later, you know, the bruise might be gone, but it's still sore underneath. You know what I mean? I think he's sore underneath. I think Will is sore. He can't take it. I don't think that he can. Obviously, he's his bodyguard. He's protecting him because he feels like I think that too many people went after Will, and he's sensitive now.
Listen, man, and that was the other thing. I'm glad you mentioned that because I almost forgot. I also said to Charlie, I'm like, hey, man, before you start with me, start with the man who smacked the shit out of Chris Rock live on TV on Hollywood's biggest night. Start with the man who decided, hey, let me and my wife put our business out on the streets a la the round table or the red table and talk about entanglements and infidelity. We know the social media is the mosh pit. If you participate in a mosh pit, then that means you got to understand what comes with that. You might get a tooth knocked loose. You might get a black eye. You might get a toe stepped on. Social media is the wild, wild west. And if you choose to put your business out on Front Street, then how are you like hurt when respond? That's what social media is.
Well, and then to your point, and he didn't do it on social media, but you're
what the round?
No. What I'm about to say, he didn't put it. He didn't. You do the dude right now.
Charlie Mack
didn't put this out there, but on social media, you did because we're talking about it. But I'd like to say he went right after you because he did say that you have no room to talk. Listen, I'm sick of this, and I'm going to say something. I know you said let this stuff go, but this is it. That that he's talking about is over 15 years old now. The video is
that long.
At least 12.
It happened. Well, it came out just as COVID.
No, that's when it came. When it got. But that you
Oh,
made that
right,
video.
right. Yeah.
The video has to be 10 to 15 years old.
Yeah.
It was sitting on Funny or Die. No one ever said about it. No one cared. Social media brought it up, and then they went out because that's what social media was doing, and they were going after people that they could go after. No one's ever brought it up. No one's ever had any complaints about you before or since. So when you're doing that, you're just shoveling on someone for no reason. This is him coming at you about what you said, but he just shoveled on you for something that had obviously.
And I even said, listen, man, we all make mistakes. I made a mistake.
You made a mistake on bad taste.
Yes.
Not
actually doing some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said you learn from it, you grow, and you move on. But again, my bottom line was, oh, you steady pointing the finger at me because you mad that I went at your man comedically. Point your finger at your man.
Yeah, tell him. But I think what I'm trying to say that, and I think Marcus kind of getting there, but
I'm retarded.
He was saying it towards you. I think obviously that it has affected Will more than we know, and that's why he's protecting him. That's why he's sending that out to you. But there would be one thing to go if he would have, since he knows you, it would have been awesome.
If Will would have said something?
Well, or if he would have said something by just saying, hey, man, Aries, I know you're a comedian. I know what you do. I'm not trying to tell you what your job is. But listen, man, it really bothers him. It bothers me. He could have came at you in a way that was respectful to you. He didn't. He shit on you. And now it's respecting you to respond in kind.
Right.
So, I don't understand people because I get it if it's bothering Will or if it's affected the family, and it has affected the family. It has to have affected the family because you can't have that.
But didn't they bring this?
They brought it on himself, but his son didn't bring it on him. His son is different, and there's nothing wrong with being different.
I'll say that with the Jaden, he's because it's black and it's Will Smith's son. He probably gets a little bit more. He's just alternative. That's all this is. Like, if this was like a goth, you would still have the what the he's just alternative. Black people can't be alternative.
No.
You racist.
If he was God, that would almost be, to me, deemed normal in the sense that, okay.
He's alternative and privileged.
Yeah, that's more than anything.
I think the privilege outweighs
of
the
course, but he's just, But he's not a kid. He's an adult now. You can make fun of him if you want.
Yeah, he's not. But when.
So you're saying you're not going to be in Bad Boys 7 now?
My thing is, again, I'm sorry, but it's like this is what social media is. If you don't want to be made fun of, if you don't want to be critiqued, if you don't want to be talked about, then stay off of it. But that's what it is.
But if you're famous,
and I guess the thing that maybe one might ask, well, why are you bothered by it? I don't know if bothered. The thing that gets me is just, and you said it, privilege. The attitude that comes with, like when you see him walking around in the paparazzi, he's just got this swagger and this attitude. And it's like, dude, what have you accomplished other than being Will Smith's son? Well, what are you really famous for other than being Will Smith's son?
I mean, what can you ever accomplish if you're Will Smith's son? Everybody's always just going to be like, the bar is so high that like
it's nice,
everyone's going to be like,
nice
you got this because.
It's nice when you're in a position where you could just waste mommy and daddy's money trying to find yourself.
He does the thing with water that's pretty good.
But
for
isn't
people.
that amazing that black people can do that too? It's not just a white thing.
No, it's a rich thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's what he's kind of saying though too. Is like, bro, come on. I don't know. Like, he's obviously reaching out to you as like some kind of homie where he's like.
No, that wasn't a reach out though. He came aggressively.
Yeah.
Well, but that's the problem. And he says, reach my people. Like, he took this so personally. This is.
I agree with Andy. If he would have came at me, yo, bro, I've been knowing you for a long time. Then I would look like an asshole if I went, no, that. Not saying I would change, but I would hear you out respectfully.
Yeah.
And maybe based on what you say, we come to some sort of an understanding.
Yeah, because the way he said it, if he would, it's that. It's just the vitriol which he came at you instead of just saying, hey, man, these are my people, man. I protect them. I love them. And they're hurting, and I can't accept it.
When I first read it, my first thought was, if I go, oh, I'm sorry, man. Charlie, I didn't mean to. If there's anything I could do, I thought that for a second. I went, nah, I ain't out. And maybe that's an ego thing. But I went, nah, you called me all kind of clown ass, and I ain't. And I'm about to do what? Beg?
Well,
get the out of here, man.
And the thing, it would have been nice if he would have just said, hey, man, this is this. And then I would have said, hey, man, it was not meant to be offensive. I'm just a comedian doing what comedians do. This is how we all eat, man. And that's it.
Right.
But he didn't even give you that chance because he just came at you.
Right.
It wasn't necessary.
It's almost like that thing with Jaden where it's just like, if you were humble and doing what you do and seem just like a humble dude, okay. But the fact that you have this arrogance about you, and on top of that, it's like, what have you done?
Well,
you want to take the piss out of him a little bit.
Karate Kid was pretty good.
No, I'm going to say this because I agree with Aries on this, and you can say whatever you want about movies and what he has done, but like Cam Newton, the football player,
Yeah.
he's out there. Not the same, but he's out. But for his age,
eccentric.
He's eccentric. Right. He does it, but he's cool and he did something.
Yeah,
he's he's earned the right to be Cam Newton. I'm not saying that he hasn't earned his right, but has he earned his right to be alternative,
I'm just
as
saying,
you put it?
It's a luxury where if I could go, all right, I'm young, and like most young people, you don't know what you want to do with your life. And most young people, I don't even think, try to figure it out. But on trying to figure it out, sometimes it costs money. It costs money to take whatever kind of chances you want to take. And I grew up poor, so it was like either figure it out and be right the first time and the only time. Because my parents didn't have the kind of money where I can go, 1 week I'm an actor, next week I'm a rock star, next week I'm a rapper, next week I'm a fashion. That costs money.
Yeah, but it's different today because I'm going to say this, and this is different for I was just talking about this to someone. I'm 60. I didn't have the luxury of getting to do multiple things at one time. You had to kind of pick something, and people would say, well, you know what you're doing or you don't know what you're doing, and they would work with you. There is, it seems to be a movement, especially in Hollywood, where, there is, it isn't really, I guess it's nepotism, it's part of it, but people want to invest in the children of famous people. They want them to come to their fashion shows. They'll take input.
What's Martin Lawrence's son's name?
I don't even know.
You don't know. Like, there's a million of famous people's kids. You don't know their name. What's Ice Cube's son's name? Does he have a son? I don't know. But, like, they did do something, and at a certain point, it's kind of like,
I don't understand
what like, value do they actually have if they...
But they're not out there trying to...
People know who Jaden Smith is.
Of course they do.
Name a million more famous people whose kids you don't know.
Well, that doesn't mean that they all want the spotlight, though. There's a lot of celebrities' kids who want nothing to do with the spotlight. Hence, we don't know who they are.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Does he want the spotlight?
There's a lot...
Clearly!
There's a lot of actors that don't even want their parents' name
did Will
attached
come
to
from
them.
privilege? So he's a dude that just probably made it. His talent is just, kind of innate, undeniable type thing. People talk about his personality and so charismatic, whatever. Like, you knew this guy was going to be something. So he probably came from nothing into something. Why would you not want to just support whatever the your kids want to do?
And
if you have the money,
and they're very
and
supportive.
if that was you, would you want people talking about your kids? Then you'd be like, "Dog."
Of course, I wouldn't want it, but I also understand that if they're in the forum where that takes place, what am I going to do? Curse out? Threaten to beat him up?
Okay, he doesn't do that. This is Bodyguard.
I know, but
he's talking to you as a homie.
Listen.
No, he wasn't talking to him as a homie.
No, he wasn't.
I mean, on some kind of personal level.
First of all, the conversation that I would have with my kids before they even did this is, listen, this is what you're up against. This is what you may face.
Jeff, take off the dress.
you can't expect me to come to your rescue. This is the game.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not going to say who's right or who's wrong, but Shaq has plenty of kids.
Yeah.
Shaq gave them instructions on the very first thing. You are not rich.
I'm rich.
Yeah. That's the...
You got one soundbite from TNT.
No, but that's the basis of people that want to raise their kids to understand life and how life works. First of all, like when you said, I'll name some kids for you. Do you know who Dennis Quaid's son is?
He's a handsome guy, right?
He's been in a bunch of movies.
Like movies.
No. No. Do you know how many kids that no, I can't even remember his name. What's Forrest Gump's name?
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Do you know how many kids he has acting right now?
I know that one, Colin Hanks, right? Is that his name?
Colin Hanks. Which one is he? I don't even know which
I
one.
think he was in
'Cause I don't
Orange
ca-
County, one of my favorite movies.
I don't really care which one. One of his kids is a rapper, but is also an actor now. Yeah, and the one that is the one that's
also about building a brand.
Can
Kim
I-
Kardashian got her by
Kim
Ray
Kardashian
J.
did not do anything to this. She established
Look at her
herself.
now.
She established herself.
Doing what? What still has she done?
Kim's. She has $1 billion company.
Exactly.
That she put
Why
together.
can't Jaden be in that?
He can, but why hasn't he then?
I don't know what his numbers are, so I can't say.
What I'm trying to say to you is,
I'm
and
sure they're
I would really.
fine.
This is why I get mad at him. I was really trying to get to a point. And
I
he
would
just
like
jumped
to, I
in.
would like to hear the point. What
yeah,
you're really trying to say.
I would like to hear the point too.
No, because again, what's his what's Forrest Gump's name?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. He has two kids. One of his kids got shit on because he was wanting to be a rapper and then became an actor, and he got shit on all the time. The other one, no one ever says anything. They don't even know it's his kid because he went about his business and he succeeded and did stuff without the
One's an actor.
blanket. Both of them are actors now, and I don't even know their names. I can't. I wish I knew their names.
One's Colin.
Okay,
but which-
make your point.
But
what's
my
the
point,
point?
my point is, if you do things and you earn your spot, it doesn't make a difference if your dad's rich or not. It's how you go about it. If you come at it and you're this like white kid rapper dude who like I'm Tom Hanks' son, blah blah blah, people are going to give you.
Yeah, and that's my point. It's like, listen, bravo to Jaden for trying to find his way, but what gets you is there's a clear arrogance that comes off with him sometimes, and it's like the way he plays to the camera. People try to talk to him, and it's just an arrogance. Was just like, dude, tone it down some. You really haven't done anything noteworthy. Turn it down.
But is it an arrogance or is it you don't know what it feels like when you fall down?
What do you mean?
Well, when you fall, you feel it.
Yeah,
If you have someone there to protect you from falling, do you feel it?
it's a different. Yeah, I know what you're saying now. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do. I'm not saying anything. Listen, I think he has.
What if
A
Jaden
lot of what he does comes off as cringe. That's the word. Cringe.
But I think that he has so many opportunities, and no one has needed to rein him in. He's doing his stuff. He's fine. He'll be okay. I think that he's okay. I don't have a problem with him. I have a problem with someone that if you are in this position and you can't joke about him, if you get hurt, you need to toughen up a little bit. You can't be hurt because, you know what? If I had the access to the business opportunities, people in the business, money, I wouldn't care what someone said about me, period. I don't care what someone says about me now.
What do you think
We're gonna get
that
ready
he
to
makes
move
a
on
year?
from this.
Yeah,
We got to move on
What
from
do you
this.
what do you think he makes a year?
Who, Jaden?
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't matter. He's not going to be homeless ever.
No, with just like deals and
I have no idea.
I think he makes probably over
But
$10
even if
$10 million a
he
year.
didn't make
yeah.
any,
So if he makes that, can he walk around with a little smug look on his face if he makes $10 million a year?
now you got me curious as to how much he makes a year.
This right here is saying $8 million per year.
Yeah, because you have opportunities. So now, if you have $8 million a year, I'm not allowed to make
So
fun
it's
of
like,
you.
Jesus,
I'm not
I don't
allowed
know.
to make fun of you, though.
My bottom line is if you put your ass on social media, it's an open forum. That's what it is. That's what it is. Toughen up.
And my point was that if you do things that are going to get people to pay attention to you, you're probably going to get some.
Exactly. And some of the that he wears is so ridiculous.
I don't care, but
Fashion
it
is
because
gay in general. That's how fashion works.
All right.
This whole conversation ended up gay.
And he's he's 27 years old. So come on.
All right.
Just because he's in the same age group close to you doesn't mean that he's not a
I'm
kid.
saying like he's younger than me. He's
So he's a kid.
we'll see him when he's 39.
Thank you.
Epstein
Thank you.
files.
So you saw it. I saw it.
Mark saw it.
Yeah, we all saw it.
butt naked.
I gotta say, now at first I was gonna see it at home, but I got so caught up in doing a bunch of shit. I couldn't make it. Long story short, I called Andy and said, "Hey man, when I get out to St. Paul, can you find the theater, get me a ticket, and I gotta reimburse you too."
You give me my $25.
I got you.
To look up
It's
the
coming.
theater.
It's coming. It's coming. But he got me a theater showing it in 3D. Let me tell you something.
Saw it
man.
in 3D.
I wrote this note. I have not seen a 3D movie since the 80s, right?
Completely
Since the
different.
80s. But this was when, like, shit would come out the screen,
Yeah.
look like it's pointing in your face. This didn't really do that.
It's
But
more of a hologram.
like a hologram. No superhero movie should ever be seen other than 3D.
Really?
It looks good. I saw Jurassic Park that way, and I said it.
That
was
red underwear?
unbelievable. Oh. His almost comes right through the...
Listen, man.
Like a bulge.
Listen, when they started showing the previews, they showed a preview for Fantastic Four, and before they showed the preview, it was they put up the post, put your 3D glasses on. So you saw the preview in 3D. Dude, the colors pop, the effects are stronger, and the depth perception
It's unbelievable.
is believable.
That's what it is, the depth. You can really see, like, I can't
Oh
wait
my
to see Fantastic
God.
Four because you're going to be seeing it past the screen.
Dude, the fight scenes in Superman.
I did not see it in 3D. I'm going to go see it again.
You got to in 3D because when he's in the sky, and I mean from the shot where it's the ground up to the
Eyes up here?
skyscrapers, whether it's a building from afar, a building near, where he is in between, it is fucking gorgeous.
I wish I would have saw it in 3D.
Gorgeous.
Can I ask you a question? When they're in the Daily Planet and that one hot chick walks by with the big titties, 3D, was it popping out?
I mean, I didn't really,
You didn't notice?
No.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. Let us finish the adult conversation.
You know what's happened? I'm going to tell you what's happened. There hasn't been a lot of comments about him because he hasn't spoken in the last.
Right.
So he is bound and determined to get in on this podcast.
I got you.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful. So I almost want to see it again. And when Fantastic Four comes out, we should see that in 3D.
I'm definitely seeing that one in 3D.
Now listen, I don't
Because the Silver Surfer in 3D is going to be
Oh
amazing.
yeah. And like I said, the colors, and that's why I'm saying I don't know if it was another genre of movie, horror, comedy, drama, it probably wouldn't.
It was great for Jurassic Park. I'm telling you.
Action, colors, effects, it all pops.
And the glasses are good. It's not like what you used to look through before.
Right.
It doesn't feel uncomfortable.
Right.
And when you take the glasses off, the movie don't look up.
Well, you could see that it's blurry.
You can see it, but it's not like it used to be where you would see the three different colors.
It was terrible. But God, man, I want to go see it again because of that.
Yeah, I want to go see it.
And I'm telling you, dude, if from this moment forward, any superhero movies that come out, I'm looking for 3D. It just I felt like a kid again looking at a comic book. If I looked at comic books.
I look at comic books still.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my Ghost Rider shirt right now.
So overall, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was a good movie. Can I expand on that just a little bit?
Please.
It wasn't a great Superman movie. It was a good movie. My son said it best to me. He said it was a bright, happy Superman movie.
Yes. And in terms of what everybody was saying about, the Zack Snyder and the Henry Cavill was dark. And Superman is supposed to be about, the key word they use is hope. And there were moments in this movie.
Truth, justice, and the American way.
There were moments in this movie where I went, okay, now I see what they're talking about. This was fun. It was uplifting. It was light. It was positive. And I liked it. The only thing, and I told Neri this, the only thing where I'm nitpicking is that goddamn suit. That suit bothered me.
As a superhero, as a Superman movie, I have a lot that bothered me.
If that suit was the one, like, and like I said, Henry Cavill's suit bothered me in Man of Steel because it was too dark. If the Henry Cavill suit was as bright as this suit was, mwah,
See, I didn't mind the suit because
perfection.
it was a throwback to the
That
first
suit,
Superman
dude,
movie.
that suit killed
You
me.
just don't like the S. And
No, I don't like the S. I don't like the bulkiness. You know, when he sat down, you could see where it would scrunch up. I didn't like the lines. I didn't like his hair. It felt boy bandish with these curls and this poof. Slick this shit back like Superman shit is. Give me the S. I just like that. And this is where I'm not showing where I might be showing. Look, again, I'm not a comic book guy. So this is where all the comic book nerds would get mad at me and go, "Who you could tell you don't look at the comics," because that was who he was in the comics.
Okay, the funniest part about this is what you're saying is the throw to this hopeful Superman. But that's the only thing that stays comic book-esque. The rest of this is all Superman. It's not it's so far away from what the comic that I wanted to see. And listen, I don't care. Zack Snyder's dark. I need a little bit of that darkness because I'm telling you this, and this is where I would like to throw this out and see how you feel about it. Best Lex Luthor that's been on.
Here was one of my notes, dude, and I'm partly bothered by this because it's almost like when you go there's somebody who should get their just due that never got it, and it bothers me. Dude was cool as Lex, certainly better than Kevin Spacey in Superman Returns.
You like Gene Hackman?
I love Gene Hackman, but I've always said Lex Luthor should have been, and I don't give a fuck if people go, well, he's too old now.
Billy Zane.
Fuck, it's Billy Zane. Man.
I'm not disagreeing with
Billy
you on that,
fucking
but
Zane.
that's never going to happen. This was the best Lex Luthor. There's the when he is just so cold and calculating. I need a little bit of an aggressive Superman,
Like that
to
scene
fight that.
right there where they show him walk up with that leather coat on as they enter the Fortress of Solitude, and he takes his glass off. He does have a look that was, Lex Luthor. I'm just saying Billy Zane, man.
But where's the Superman competition as far as like Superman has to at least, I know he has to be hopeful. That's what we're doing. We're going to be this hopeful, like flowery Superman. Okay, let's do that. But he has to rise, like you have to rise to the occasion of your foe. And there is no, like, I need a little Superman that's going to kick Lex Luthor's ass.
Right.
It's all about the goodness. I get it, but it's still a superhero movie. It's still a comic book.
Here was the difference that I noticed. Henry Cavill seemed like just this machine, like this cold-hearted, lifeless machine.
And didn't have unless he was talking to his dad.
Right. Whereas in this, there was some moments, in the very beginning, you see him hit the snow. They explain to you this is the first time he's ever lost a fight. Blood is coming out of his nose. You saw several times in this movie where he got bruised up, scarred up. The moment where he goes back to Kansas and he has that moment sitting on a bench with his dad. Kornswet felt human.
Yeah.
He felt human and he felt relatable. He felt like, he was Superman, but he felt like a real human being.
Well,
whereas Cavill just felt like a machine.
And because if you're Superman and you have this power, and someone else comes from another place and has power, you're going to get your ass kicked too. It was equal. There was an ability to be equal in this, and I like that. I understand that, but there's so many other parts to what I see what you're saying. I don't like coming in to the middle of the movie at the beginning. I didn't.
I actually like that.
I didn't.
And I love how they set it up with the whole 3 years ago, 3 months ago, 3 days ago, 3 minutes ago. And they explained it to you without, because I saw an article where James Gunn said, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. We don't need any more origin stories.
No, we don't need the
we
origin.
don't need it anymore.
But
so the fact that he started like in the middle.
But I need the character. I need to know what Kornswet is bringing to this. Because first of all, there is no Clark Kent in this.
What do you mean when you say that?
There's no Clark Kent.
Him as Clark Kent?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a lot.
But there's no like that Christopher Reeves where you see what the difference between
Well,
Clark Kent
he
and
did
Superman.
it when Lois was interviewing him. Yeah. Remember?
Kind of, because she knows who he is. So there's no real Clark
But you
Kent.
didn't feel it when
No.
he leaned forward and his voice went from Clark Kent to now Lois more stern. You didn't feel that?
Yeah,
was a
but
moment.
It was a moment, but it wasn't like that's what I'm missing. I'm missing the character of Superman and Clark Kent, who he is.
They literally just showed it in the trailer, him walking all like frazzled.
That was it. And the other part of it is, the Lois Lane, he could have. To me, there's no relationship there. There's nothing there. I didn't feel
In terms of Clark Kent, Lois Lane, or Superman?
Lois Lane. I don't give a which one it is. When they're arguing, I don't care one way or the other because I didn't buy into that they had any relationship at that point.
Those baggy pants.
He actually had a great line that he said. What was the line that you said when I said?
It's like I mean I just saw it like like I see the chemistry, but like I can tell they're gonna break up. You know what I mean?
This isn't a relationship made to last. It like I didn't feel any like always there was a connection where Superman looked at Lois and he saw like this great Lois Lane. There was nothing there. They're arguing in the kitchen. I don't need you know what? I don't need you to argue in the kitchen. I really didn't need that. You could have had a little argument. In the kitchen.
I think
liked
that
it.
scene was incredible.
I don't-
a superhero movie and it was like 10 minutes long of this dialogue.
There's other you can't have other dialogue. It has to be an argument.
No, I'm just saying that just speaks to how good the dialogue and was.
I know.
Now, I'm not saying it's perfect. I think like there's obvious things where like how you gonna bitch at this dude when he's like saving people?
Yeah, like
They're gonna die.
are they? Yeah.
Confront the Secretary of State.
You don't think that they had these conversations before this moment?
That's just a testament to no matter how great you are, you can't please a woman.
That may be true.
Exactly.
But my other part of it is,
But I think his acting was great.
I'm not saying his acting wasn't good. I'm just saying I don't even know why that was written out that way. You're not going to.
It set it up. It set up his intentions.
It
shit
set
like
up his
that.
intentions, but it was a way to set it up.
There's a moment at the end of Batman versus Superman with Henry Cavill where I forget. Eventually, I forget what his position was. The black dude, but he eventually was in the Zack Snyder Batman versus Superman Justice League. He revealed himself to be Martian Manhunter.
Oh yeah.
So there's a scene at the end of
The robot guy?
yeah, the robot guy.
No, it's not that
No,
one.
but in Batman versus Superman.
That's where we think we're going to get Martian Manhunter.
Right. Where he's driving in a car and he's got, some female soldier, with him. And the satellite, this bazillion-dollar satellite, boom, comes crashing down in the middle of the road. They're forced to get out of the car, and here comes Superman, and he's basically saying to the guy, look, I know you want to know where I hang my cape at night, but you're not going to know that. If you're thinking that I'm a threat because I'm an alien, and he says, I grew up in Kansas. You don't get any more American than that. He's basically giving the speech that Kornswet gives to Lex Luthor when he's telling him, I am human. I am, I'm not just the superhero alien. I am a human. And in that moment, that's where, again, I saw more of him being relatable than Cavill. Because even when Cavill gave that moment, I grew up in Kansas. You don't get any more American than that. It didn't feel as heartfelt as the Cornswet moment.
No, it didn't. But that's also why I thought the relationship felt fake with Lois, because he would have a different response, and they would have already had conversations. Are you going to give me an interview? Oh, as Superman? And the way she interviews him, it was her. I think it is her. It is her that isn't. You already have these things that you already have had these discussions if you were in a real relationship.
Well, I mean, like they're picking up,
But they're giving
the same arguments over and over with
But they're
somebody
giving
sometimes.
you the story. They're giving us the story, and I just thought it was a shitty place to put it
Listen, we all know.
She just had to dress better, I feel like.
in. It's probably their choice.
He was hot as
Listen, we know that I'm not big on change. As a matter of fact, change damn near terrifies me, which is part of my problem because I need to open up and change. I get stuck in my ways. But I'm going to tell you, the other day, Superman was on with Christopher Reeve. And there's that moment where that first big action moment where he saves her as she falls out of the helicopter. He puts the helicopter back on the roof, and she goes, "Wait, who are you?" And it's just that close-up shot of Reeve, and he goes, "A friend." I swear to God, man, no homo. I went, God damn, that good looking. Like that square. That's why I'm going, Christopher Reeve was the embodiment. So what I'm saying is, and this is where I'm stuck in my ways, I need Superman to look like Christopher Reeves with Henry Cavill's physique. And this dude was
Neither of those.
neither of those dudes.
I think.
Christopher Reeves embodied Superman. He embodied him in terms of the look.
Yeah,
now
you
the
grew
physique,
up watching it.
No, I'm just saying the physique. Henry Cavill had him beat. He had him beat.
100%.
But the face, the slicked back hair, the little S in the front, the jawline, the blue eyes, man, that's Christopher Reeves, man.
Okay, but this movie was made for today, and people dress a little differently now. So his hair was...
That's why they gave him the boy band haircut.
Yeah, and it fit the part.
Ugh.
It fit the part.
Ugh.
I think he did a good job as Superman. I think he plays a really good Superman, especially if you want Superman and you're making him a happy Superman. He fits the part because Superman is from another planet. The yellow sun of Earth gives him his power, so he doesn't need to be the big muscly guy. He should be in good shape. He had a good face. He has he has the dimples that make everybody love him. That's whatever you love about him. Oh, when he smiles and he's happy and he's nice and it looks so buttoned and cute. That's what it is. But it worked.
I wouldn't have even minded Kornswet if he had a better suit.
The suit really
That
does bother me.
suit, it just.
But he's 3 years into this venture of revealing himself as Superman. You know, maybe a better suit is like on its way.
It really,
You know what I mean?
it really looks like the Lego Man Superman.
It
suit.
does. Like I said, I think I said it perfectly. It looks like he's going to Comic-Con. It looks like a dude who dressed up for Comic-Con.
But realistically, I mean, did he make it himself?
Well, who knows
Like, does
that?
he have a team? Like,
He has robots. Did you not see the movie?
oh yeah, they're robots. Yeah, you assume they make something.
And
the
listen,
red underwear is kind of weird.
Somebody wrote in the comments when I was reading some of the reviews for this movie, if you like this movie, it's because you're a fan of James Gunn, not Superman.
I would agree with that.
And here's what I wrote to that, because what I noticed in the movie, at any point, I was going to say, did this feel like a James Gunn movie? For me, it felt like Guardians of the Galaxy when the black dude, Mr. Terrific, and Lois went to go look for him. And he's doing the thing, and the people are jumping in the air or getting hit and being flown in the air. Something about it at one point felt like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, that's his movie. That's James Gunn's movie.
that
That's what
first fight scene with the whole team,
No.
or
with the whole
gang.
Well, you could say
I
a
was like,
little
that
bit
was
of
a
that.
little cheesy, weird. I don't know.
The dog is too much. Too much dog. Too much dog.
I like
The dog. Of course, you like the dog, but the dog is not. I didn't come to see Superdog.
They at least tied it in at the end, you know. They had like a reason for it.
But for that much though, I would have rather had. Give me some more.
But that whole thing with when the dog was taken, like that line or whatever he had, like he's alone. Like, well, this dog sucks. Well, he's alone. He's scared.
Okay, but
I don't know, man,
I don't need every scene with the dog. And I got to tell you, I'd rather know a little bit more about Guy Gardner, it being the Guy Gardner.
Oh, true that. Because I don't watch the comic books or anything. It would have been cool because you're just introduced to him for the first time. I just assume, oh, is this a version of Green Lantern?
Yes, but it's which would
different.
because
I would have rather Green Lantern.
well, there's many Green Lanterns, and so Guy Gardner is a
See,
Green
that's
Lantern.
that comic book shit.
Well,
But after learning that, I kind of appreciate it a little bit more.
I did too, but see, this is what pisses me off about James Gunn. You're going to say, I don't want any, it's nothing about Superman. Everybody knows this story, and I don't have to follow the comic book because this is a movie. But then you go and you cherry pick something like Guy Gardner that no one's going to understand that isn't a comic book fan. So the one thing that you put is like, it's like an Easter egg for comic book people, and the rest of the
You
people
gotta
don't know
make
what
it
it is.
better.
Yeah, explain, give some explanation. And I just that because Guy Gardner's it's really cool that they put him
You
in the
shouldn't
movie.
have to explain the joke afterwards for it.
Exactly.
Like the tone of Batman versus Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League felt like, put away the kids. This is not for them. This is for the adults and the hardcore superhero fans. This, to me, with James Gunn, felt like, okay, we're going to make it cool enough for the adults, but we got with the dog, some of the dialogue, the uplifting positivity. It's family, too. Bring everybody.
I mean, Justice League wasn't like rated R or anything, though.
No.
They just had,
Josh Whedon's Justice League, which was terrible. But Zack Snyder's Justice League, the one on Netflix that was like 3 hours long.
That's the one I was telling you that they put in his cuts, and it's terribly filmed.
Wait, there's
Because
multiple Justice Leagues?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because-
dude, what they call it? Josh. They gave it a nickname with Josh Whedon, like because it was so terrible. They used his last name to on it. I forget how they said it. But Zack Snyder's Justice League.
If you see the cut-ins that he did,
God.
and it's filmed, it's not filmed right, and
Which about Zack Snyder's?
No, you know how some of the film didn't match up correctly because it wasn't color. There were some color issues with it. They still put it in, and it was 100% better movie. It was so much better. Zack Snyder. I think I'm going to have to get past it because there is no Zack Snyder. It's done, and these are going to be Disney-esque. I know, and it's DC, so I know it's not Disney. The Marvel's,
Right.
But Marvel's doing darker, and they're Disney, and DC should be doing. Batman was so dark and so good, but Batman is a dark character. But that doesn't mean that another one has to look like it's a small world. It could be Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to scare all the kids. It doesn't have to be. It's a small world. You know what I'm talking about on that ride?
Like too campy?
Too kiddie. Too every. Come on, give me something. And then they try to put all the. Okay, so you're gonna make this movie. It's all, and then you're gonna try to put these like undertones of war and trying to relate. And he comes out and then says, it's.
Here goes the fucking anti-Jewish.
No. The immigrant thing. You know what?
Well,
Here-
he
no,
is
no.
an immigrant. The war thing, I
Oh,
kind of see what
Jesus
you're
Christ.
saying.
Can I finish before you jump all over this? Let me just finish this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Every day, and you could jump on it afterwards, every day we have social media that is going to give us all this information. We have all news stations giving us a bunch of information. We have all this about wars. And if I'm going to a movie and you're going to make it uplifting, do you have to jam that in my ass too? Do you have to? Could we just be hey, everything's a Superman movie. It's a Superman movie. It's just fun. It's just joy. Hey, by the way, Immigrant. Give me a break. Let me just go to the movie.
Where did they get the whole? Because I kept hearing them say this was woke. I didn't see that angle.
It was really him saying that it had to do with
it was his
immigrants.
explanation.
It really was James Gunn that made it this woke idea.
He like turned it into something
that he
just
didn't
by-
have to do. Can we just?
He didn't, yeah.
And
But
that's
what
that's
was
what
it-
made me mad. And please jump on it afterwards. But all the social media, all the regular news stations, they had their
But
interpretation.
what was the woke moment?
When he was saying that this is about immigrants in America?
It was an interview.
Yeah, with James Gunn.
Oh,
He made it that. This could have just I didn't like. Honestly, as a Superman movie, it was fine. It was a nice movie. It was cute. It wasn't the Superman movie I was looking for, but I was
Above
okay
average, though?
for
Just whatever.
no,
I mean, not completely satisfied, but it's 7 out of 10.
no.
Dude, let me tell you
6
something.
out of 10.
No, let me tell you something. We've seen how many variations of Batman movies, but it seems like with every variation, whoever was behind the wheel. Now, I'm not saying all the sequels, but at one point, every time they got it right. When they did Keaton, the first Batman, I'm Batman. They got it right. When they did the Christopher Nolan series, which most people regard as one of the best superhero series of all time.
My favorite.
And I know they didn't do it, but something tells me had they given Ben Affleck a solo movie with that Batman, they would have nailed it. Now, if he would have did a number 2, a number 3, maybe somewhere the wheels fall off. But it seems like with Batman, they get it right. to me, it feels like Superman, they never quite get it right. A lot of people may say this is the best one since Christopher Reeves, because Superman Returns with Brandon Roth didn't hit.
Yeah, that was
A lot of people, depending on who you ask, some people say Man of Steel was great. Most people say it was aight.
Yeah.
So it just seems like with the Fantastic Four, they can't get this movie right.
Can't get that one
They
right.
can't get it right.
I wonder if it's something with like the rights to the movie that they probably have had less attempts at it, or people, because clearly Superman is like the #1 superhero ever.
Well,
it's weird that they haven't.
One of the complaints was, we all know his weakness is kryptonite. So other than kryptonite, nothing can hurt him.
And then there's that aspect.
But
That's not true, though.
But what I'm saying is, that's what, to me, in this, made him seem human. Because he got hurt. He got his ass kicked.
But
like
see,
he wasn't even technically the #1 superhero. He was just one of many.
And that's the point, though, too.
I like that.
That's missed when you
3
do
years
this.
in.
When you do this, and you want to follow the form of the comic, what's cool about it, if you do follow the form of the comic, Superman isn't the strongest superhero.
Who is?
We can pull up the list, but he's not the strongest at all.
Really?
Dude, he gets his power from the sun.
Son, right.
Other people have come from Krypton and had powers. There's other people that are stronger, and if you follow comics, there's other superheroes that are stronger. Galactus is stronger. Not a superhero. He's an anti-hero, but he's stronger. That's Marvel though, so I don't want to. Let me.
I'm going DC.
Yeah, go on and pull up who's the strongest. It's not Superman can be beat. That's the thing, and I think that's what's missing. And when James Gunn is doing this, it's just I don't know. You know what? When I see this, I was waiting for the the whistle thing, the whistle arrow in
Guardians of the Galaxy. Right.
I was waiting for that kind of
All right,
situation.
comic book nerd, is this The Presence? Ellen Bullock?
So you have to be a comic book nerd, because so far I'm reading these names. I ain't heard of none of these
I don't know.
motherfuckers.
Superman Prime?
You know what's funny is I'm not that much of a DC guy.
Darkest Nights. This is like maybe 2 into it.
Well, it's part of it. If you really want to,
Dr. Manhattan,
I know who that one is.
Eclipso, Supergirl.
There's Supergirl.
Wait, so I haven't even. And then
Superman, they have him at 14.
I don't know. I don't know what this list is. There's a better list.
It said
than
the
this.
20 most
powerful DC.
And it's ranked. So let me find it on our list.
Anyway, what I'm just let's this is a side note because we're already going to be in an hour.
Bottom line is, God, I feel like maybe I got to see it twice. I liked it. I did like it.
But do you think it's a great Superman movie? I like the movie.
Given who he is, no. I always say, Superman is the Michael Jordan of superheroes.
Okay, let me do.
He's the top dog.
Let me do this differently for you, and let me see if this makes any sense. Yes, it's a Superman movie, and yes, they had like the super out of this world kind of battle. But let's take flying out of it. Can we just take flying out of it for a second? Is this movie really any different than what's no? Fuck, I can't even remember the name. What's
Iron Man?
No.
Give me a clue. Just give me a clue.
I can't even. Okay.
You gotta give me a clue.
Spectre.
What's Ben Affleck? Who's the guy he always does movies with?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Yeah. What's the Matt Damon?
Bourne?
Bourne. Is it really different than a Bourne movie?
In what sense?
Like the action. I mean, Bourne is darker, but the action, the battle, you're the good guy, you're going to win. Yeah, you're going to get beat up a little bit, but you're eventually going to win.
Bourne never gets beat up.
He does get beat up when he gets in fights. I mean, he gets hit. He gets hurt. I didn't say he got
not beat up.
Okay,
you barely can touch the motherfucker.
But he does get hit. That one, that scene in the bathroom where he got those guys got into it. I'm just saying, is it an action movie? It's not a Superman movie to me. It's not like it didn't stand out. I mean, the dog got as much of a superhero.
You're really bothered by this dog.
The dog was too much. It was just too much.
And see that, and that to me is where I went.
That's James Gunn.
That they're trying. He based it off his dog.
Yeah.
really
James
based it
Gunn,
off his dog.
It's literally the same dog, but in white, like the virtual image.
It's too much James Gunn.
Listen, the dog to me is like an attempt to go, who doesn't like dogs? There's a big dog lover audience out there. So by putting the dog in, you almost solidify the movie's success even more.
Well, is that a comic book thing? Is that in the comics?
Not like that.
No.
Not that I've ever seen. Yeah, there's.
See, a lot of it's like I'm just watching it and I go, I just assume this follows some kind of comic book storyline.
He doesn't. James Gunn doesn't.
Well,
Believe
you got to
he needs
pick
follow.
somebody to create this new universe. Are we happy that it's James Gunn?
He
or
said
do you
that
wish it was
I
some
just watched
Zack
an interview
Snyder?
with him, and he said that he's opened up the universe and he's built it, but it's very flexible, and that anybody else who has a good idea can come in and put their stamp on this universe.
And
I think that is true. But if you're saying that, then did you do anything?
But it's like, if it's different genres, it's not going to mesh. Because I think I saw that same interview, and it was kind of like, yeah, they could take this tone and make it like this, or like do, and you're like, how does this all mishmash if we want to?
In fairness to James Gunn,
movie?
in fairness to James Gunn, we got to see more.
In fairness to James Gunn, dude, Guardians of the Galaxy, great job.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And that's how. I'm sorry, man. And he's gotten everything from being You know what? I'm going to say this. He can make a movie. He can make a movie. You could give him the movie. He's going to deliver a movie, and he did. He delivered a movie that's going to sell a lot of tickets. It's going to get a lot of people in there. Actors like working with him because he uses a lot of the same actors so that he can. It's a nice. He has a nice. Actor university, I guess. You know, he has a system that works. I'm not on him. I'm saying that I had higher expectations for a Superman movie, and if he's going to touch a Batman movie and he's going to make it, Batman can't be the nice. And if you're going to fuck up Batman, you're going to piss me off. Batman can't be nice.
So what do you rate it?
I give it a 6.5.
6.5. Okay.
Yeah, because I go to what my son said, and my son said it best. It's a very bright, and he used the word bright. I love when he said bright. It's a bright, happy Superman movie.
It is.
And that's the best way to describe it. But I want a little dirt in my what makes Iron Man so good. And I think Iron Man is still overall arc and the way that they did Iron Man. It's still the best superhero movie to me, other than Batman. But Batman is sporadic. They're not all perfect.
Right.
The Iron Man series, it's because he has a dark side, but there's funny. You can't say that they're not light. Iron Man movies has some lightness to it,
Right.
and they're funny, and it can be done.
Do you think it's the actor then?
No, I don't think it's the actor. I think it's the writer, which is James Gunn. And I
But
think
you can't make Superman a sarcastic.
no, but you can have people around him. Even the way that Guy Gardner he's a sarcastic asshole.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think it could have been better.
We just didn't see enough of them.
I don't think that it was given to people the way that it could have been. The best character is Mr. Terrific. And I don't know anything about him from comics.
I didn't either because I did nothing. I'm
but-
not a comic book geek.
I thought it was Jaden Smith.
I think that's what he's going to be wearing next. I thought he was a very interesting character. I thought it was. But again, you know who? It felt like. I haven't taken any of my memory pills, so this Orlando
Bloom?
no, I'm not gonna
Is he white or black?
black.
Orlando Bloom.
Is it Bloom?
Orlando Jones?
Orlando Bloom is white.
Orlando Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like he could have played that character.
Yeah, I can see it.
But I like the spacecraft that he had. I love when he says, I don't know why I like this, but something about it was, take my spaceship. It's very intuitive. Like, you can fly this.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't try that. You know what I liked about it is, James Gunn didn't try to sell that. Like, she's going to get into this thing. He just says, it's intuitive. You can figure it out.
You know, it's hard for me to. It was hard for me to put my finger on it, even because I know what you're feeling. I know what you're saying. Because when I'm in the theater and I'm watching it, it's that thing where sometimes you go into a movie with expectations, and the movie lives to your expectations. I'm in the theater the whole time, waiting for this this big moment. It's gonna all come. And I just never felt it gave me that, but it didn't disappoint me either.
Yeah, like you came, just not hard.
There you go. I had soft spots in my. It was semi-hard.
Just
It's hard to make a movie, ain't it? In an hour and a half, 2 hours.
well, that's the other thing, and he
What
wants
stories are you gonna tell?
and this is how he delivers. They you know that there was a conversation. Okay. And he's the CEO now, the head of of the DC studios.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, we want a movie. We don't want it to be way over 2 hours. We want it to do this. We want it
How
to
hot
do
is
this.
Lois?
We want to spend. Dude, Lois, when she's in,
I'm saying there was a discussion.
yeah, but when
Bag
I'm
your
just
pants.
I'm just saying you didn't appreciate her in, but when she's the fabulous Mrs. Maisel, she's good looking.
Yeah.
They didn't dress her up that way. They dressed her up in those clothes. I don't know what those clothes were.
Okay, before we get off of this, I want you to rate from best to worst the Lex Luthors. Remember, it was Gene Hackman, this guy, Kevin Spacey, and Jeff Eisenberg. What's his name? Jesse Eisenberg,
Yeah.
who I couldn't stand. So my list is Gene Hackman first,
The best.
the best. I guess whoever's else on this list, this dude, the young dude, and this dude, he played in the X-Men series. He always played
Played the beast.
the Beast. This dude second, Kevin Spacey third, and then Jesse Eisenberg.
I'm gonna go with this dude first.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with who else do we have?
Hackman, Kevin Spacey.
John Cryer, an Arrowverse.
Yeah, that's funny. John Cryer looks better bald. So
You're
I think
gonna put Kevin Spacey over Gene Hackman?
Gene Hackman didn't shave his head.
Well, they put him in a ball cap towards the end.
He didn't shave his head.
He didn't commit.
He didn't commit.
Oh no! Remember in Superman when his bumbling idiot kind of like manservant, he found this toupee.
Yeah,
So he was bald,
but he was wearing
a toupee.
yeah, and so that's how he got to keep his hair so that he could shoot it. He didn't commit.
Right.
So honestly, he's at the bottom of my list.
No, you're not putting Eisenberg over.
Yeah,
Oh, blasphemous.
Dude, Eisenberg
Blasphemous.
there was a creative part about it. I don't think that he was good. I don't know that I could watch him for a whole movie.
He was terrible.
He didn't have a lot of scenes.
Oh.
And then who was the other one?
It was Kevin Spacey, Gene Hackman, this guy.
I put Kevin Spacey at 2. No, I can't do that. I put Kevin Spacey at the bottom, Gene Hackman, and Eisenberg. Hate Eisenberg at 2 too, but I just put this guy at the best, and everyone else is, dude. And I give James Gunn some credit for a few things. The way that he made Superman fly, I thought it was a little bit.
It was beautiful.
It was way different.
Fucking
it had
beautiful.
a different look to it.
Yeah.
There's a scene with that he also does with who is the guy's name that plays Lex Luthor? I forgot his name. Anyway, there's a thing where he starts yelling and gets mad, and the way he films it, where he's bouncing, it showed this energy and breakdown.
Nicholas Hoult.
I thought that was great. There are places where he films this, and I was like, okay, he's really bringing something original to it. I get the James Gunn thing. I just don't like his aesthetic. That's it. That's bottom line.
Folks, I'm telling you, that scene where Superman, and I think they called him the Raptors, he goes into the sky and he does the spinning with the eyes coming out, the lasers out of his eyes. Then he hits the guy in the mouth and the teeth hit the lens in 3D. Oh,
I was wondering where the lasers out of the eyes didn't happen sooner.
right.
James Gunn again, though. This is the only other thing with James Gunn.
He held it back, the lasers. You're like,
Yeah,
come on.
James Gunn, though. There's a little self gratification with him.
Indulgence.
Yeah, because the music, the fake bands.
Right.
That's James Gunn writing the music for all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of James. James Gunn's music, James Gunn's dog, James Gunn, James Gunn.
Right.
Let's give it up to James Gunn. If he was doing porn, he'd suck his own. I'm sorry. I'm just James. You bring a lot, but you don't have to bring everything. Let some other people carry some. That's it. It's still a good movie. It's just not the Superman movie I wanted. How's that? And there's, I do think that Bronson, what's her name, Bronson,
Girl with big tits.
No, the girl, the Fabulous Mrs. Maisel. I think she's a good actress. I'm disappointed that I didn't buy that they were this couple.
Yeah, no, I just feel like if she had a Hinge profile or a Bumble profile, it'd be like, swipe left if you voted for Trump. Like, ugh.
And then that last scene, we're in the hotel. I went, ugh, Cleveland.
There we go.
Dude, yeah, I forgot about that to ask you that. Dude, if that's what Cleveland, that's the perceived value of Cleveland,
Dude,
not the actual value.
2 miles away from Christie's.
Because that room, they made that room look good, but they had it completely empty.
Yeah.
If you know the hotel, it makes a huge difference in how you saw it. And you know
It
what?
was very similar.
It is, but the way you see it when you're there.
My thing was, we know the hotel because we've stayed there
So many
I'm
times.
going outside that.
Yeah.
Is Cleveland, nigga.
Dude, I did a whole video one morning at 5 o'clock in the morning from in front of there in the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at 5 o'clock in the morning. It was just kind of funny. Let me get some dates going here.
And next week we'll be discussing Fantastic Four.
It's out in time, right?
It'll be out in time, yeah.
And Mark wants to make an announcement about some shit that he wants to do.
I'm saying we should do this next week because we're going to be in Portland. We're going to have a bunch of dates, live calls. And this is going to be up to Aries to figure out what time's good. Not sure if it's going to be part of a regular episode or.
But we said this like 3
episode.
months ago, so we'll see if we actually make it happen.
The phone number, folks, is 808-746-7945. So whenever Aries drops that post, you're going to want to call in at 808-746-7945. Talk your show your love, call Andy a gay Jew, whatever you want.
See, now he wants to bring me into his club.
Also, sound effects on the way too.
Dude, we did say this 3 months ago. So if it doesn't happen next week, guys, it is happening soon. But we'll see. We'll see if he pulls this off, guys. June 17th to the 20th, we're going to be at the Helium Comedy Club in Portland. That's what he was just saying. We're going to be hopefully getting some call-ins. I said June or July. I hope I said July. July 17th to the 20th. That's at Helium Comedy Club in Portland, Oregon. July 24th to the 26th, Comedy at the Carlson. And that's in Rochester, New York. July 31st through August 3rd, we're going to be at the Stress Factory. We're going to do a tour of where Aries grew up.
New Brunswick, New Jersey.
That's it, right there.
Well, we kind of already did that when you took me out to Holstein's and the Soprano House and Pizza Land.
We did. But I want to take you to Jimmy Buff's.
What's Jimmy Buff's?
Jimmy Buff's is like this. It's like this sausage kind of breakfast sandwich kind of thing that you get there. It is so good. I'd like to take you to Star Pizza, but that's thin crust.
Thinner than Ray's?
Thinner than Ray's. And they bake the cheese all the way out to the edge, so you're not going to throw away the crust. They break the cheese all the way out.
Oh,
so
I've seen those. Yeah.
Oh, Star Pizza is it's bar pizza. It's the man. But it's right out there, so we could go. That would be nice if we go to those places, but we'll see. We might not have time because of all these call-ins that Mark's going to be doing. We might not have time for food. August 7th through the 9th, we're going to be at Mic Drop in San Diego. True might come out.
Nice.
Do you know where we're staying yet? Are we
No,
going to stay in the let me ask you this.
Gaslight, yeah.
Okay, the lamp.
Probably the Andes.
Okay, and we're not going to stay by the hotel in that weird hotel.
No.
Okay, so then I think True and Max might come out for a day.
We staying on Mission Beach?
Hell no.
What are you
August,
saying hell no for?
Dude, I like to be where the action is.
which is the gas.
Oh, so it's going to be in Gaslamp?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking yeah.
August 15th
Shout out
through
Hillary
the
and
17th.
Casey.
Yeah. Are you going to go stay at their place?
No, I'm staying with you guys.
That's too bad.
Faggots.
August 15th to the 17th, we're going to be at the Bricktown Comedy Club in OKC. August 22nd through the 24th, Tacoma Comedy Club in that Tacoma, Washington area. August 28th through the 31st, Helium Comedy Club in St. Louis. September 5th through the 6th, Hartford Funny Bone in Manchester, Connecticut. There was a date that we just got in there, too. I don't know. September 12th through the 13th, the Funny Bone in Kansas City. I'm going to leave it there. Well, no, I'm going to do one more because we haven't been here before. September 18th through the 20th, Hyenas Comedy Club in Albuquerque, in New Mexico.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Have you ever done New Mexico before?
No.
So this is our first time in New Mexico.
In New Mexico.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Hyenas, I've heard nothing but good things about them, and I've never been to New Mexico, so I'd like to.
And did you notice how tonight, when you mentioned the pod, there's a couple people.
Yeah, no, we got some good response. People came up to me afterwards, and they actually bought merchandise, which was really nice too.
There it is.
So that's Mark. Do you have anything? Are you in a good place?
No, I got recognized, and my sucked.
When did you get your sucked?
He went into the bathroom, did it himself.
Yeah, it was in between yours and Andy's set.
When you talking about getting your dick sucked, don't say in between me and Andy. Just
No,
don't
in
leave
between
us
the
out of
sets.
it.
It
No, I
was
know,
the-
but you just listen, folks.
Just leave us out of your business.
Spider, not Spider. Superman 3D.
Charles was cool.
Go see it.
I'm gonna go see
in
it in
3D. It's amazing.
I'm telling you, I'm really excited to go see Fantastic Four because that surfboard.
we got to see it in 3D. Man.
I think that, and then you're going to see the galaxies. I think it's going to be incredible.
Oh, there it is.
So,
Trump's a pedophile.
that's a.
what are we calling
Yeah,
this?
that's Superman,
All right.
Superdog,
Superdog.
Superman,
Superpod.
and Mark wants to make this. Go ahead and say it.
What?
You keep saying it.
I said Trump's a pedophile.
Hey,
That's
You-
too much. We got to get to the next thing.
No. I'm really glad you did that because when Trump sues you for that, our podcast is going to get national
Oh, okay. All right. Trump's a rapist. Is that better?
attention. Whatever you want to say, I have nothing to do with it. We don't support his feelings. He just happens to be on the podcast.
Aries, what would Trump say about the Spears and Steinberg podcast?
You guys, you can't shoot.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit SpearsburgPod.com.